My name is Pokai. I'm a senior at Kekalike High School, class of 2021. To graduate, I am completing my senior project on the benefits of high school sports. Today, I would like to show you an athletic training video that I made for my senior project. I hope you guys enjoy. Mahalo.
Okay, so what we're doing on this video are ground-based warm-ups, and the first one we're doing scoops. And so this stretch or active warm-up is working the hamstrings, and so he's scooping from behind, and he's getting a good stretch in the hamstrings. The next one we're doing are called hip openers, and so he is working on opening up the hips so they aren't tight, they're more flexible, and working on that IT band. Over here we are doing lunges with a twist, single movement workout. He's working on his balance and building strength with a single leg. He's working on stretching out and warming up his torso. Next we have Spider-Man's, and it's like he's climbing up a tall building, skyscraper, and he is working on opening up his hips and really working on those hip flexors, and looks like his glutes as well. And plus it's also crawling, so he's also working his core. Now we're doing monster kicks, and he's just kicking it all out. It's one of the last things we always do, probably always the last ones we always do for our warm-up, monster kicks. Okay, over here we are doing upright rows with barbell, and we're pulling it like it's like a lat pull on. It's working the lats, and he's touching his top ab. That is working a lot of the muscles that he has to use to block somebody in a football game. It helps. It's a lot of the work comes from the back, not the chest. Then we went to sumo deadlift, and this is working his posterior chain and building some strength and a little bit of flexibility, but really it's for strength of the posterior chain and also the adductor muscles, because he is in a sumo deadlift instead. Now we're doing floor presses single arm, and it's just working his triceps and his chest muscle, and having one arm he's working also on the core and being stable, the stability, because he only has one 40-pound dumbbell. And also being on the floor protects his shoulders from becoming injured and overextending or possibly tearing his shoulder rotator cuffs. So floor press is one of the safer bench presses around. So now he's using the soup bone with he's doing a landmine press, and this is working power and also flexibility, because it's a front squat and also a hybrid of a power clean kind of a lift. It's like it kind of mimics an Olympic lift. And then after that we go right into landmine press rows single arm. So he is also working on keeping his stability of his core, because he is just doing one arm, so he has to work on not rotating. Most important lifts is a front squat, goblet squat, and it's basic and simple, but it is one of the most important strength lifts around. And so this is working his legs, his ankle flexibility, core, all in one lift. Now we're working on bands and He is working like a lat pull down. So he's working on his lats. I think the form could be a little bit better on this one, but he's still working on a pull down. So this is one of his first times doing this, but good effort. He is working on rows, single arm rows with the band. It's kind of like the barbell rows or the soup bone landmine rows that he did in the other video. But we're just working on the bands. It's giving him a different kind of tension, but he's still building strength and stability. He's working on his strikes, and he's doing the outer rotation of the thumbs. He's kind of overemphasizing the thumbs, rotating out to strike and block somebody, but it's also a chest press. So this is one of our first times doing this, so we're getting used to it with the bands. And then we're doing what Coach Keikoa calls a sissy squat, and he's working squats and is also working on just the muscles around his knees. Then we have the sumo band squat, same thing as a sumo deadlift, sumo band deadlift, not squat, excuse me. Sumo band deadlift. Same thing as a sumo deadlift barbell, but we're using a band, and he's getting different kind of tension, but he's still building that adductor muscle and his posterior chain back muscles. It covers a lot of his body and his muscle. So we're working on basic stance. So we are working at hinging at the hips and not breaking at the knees. He is pushing the butt out. When he gets down to his stance, he has full tension. More of the tension is in the upper high hamstrings. So we did the right guard stance, the left guard stance, and also the center stance. When he has his elbows locked out in the stance, when he's descending into his stance, and he is cupping his wrist to the bottom portion of his knee, of his front leg, is the one that measures the height, the correct height and angle that he's supposed to be in his stance. So we're working drive catch off of the drive catch med ball drives. This is easier than coming off the ground, but it's training that front leg to drive, and he is catching at the 45-degree angle. His back foot needs to catch, and he should land in his stance. The first one, it's not perfect, but he's trying to end up in the stance that he created without being on the med ball in the previous video. So the second one's a little bit better, but I've tried this before. It's not as easy as it looks, but yeah, he's working on landing square and with his hips locked and squared up, catching on that 45-degree back foot driving. We're doing med ball dribble. He's working on drive catch, and this is teaching him how to drive catch in the different directions, post and drive catch, and also posting. This is teaching his body what level and height that he should play at. Finally, we are going to work on drive catch out of the stance, drive catch, and we're just doing one. We're working one, and then he's posting. So he's working on drive catching and also posting by driving off the back foot and catching with his front foot. So when he drive catches, it's front foot to back foot, and then when he's posting, it's back foot to driving off that and catching with his front foot. Just working on pounding his feet, running on the insoles of his feet, and he's trying to, right here, this first video is he's trying to find how to base block, and it's not as clean as it could be, but he's just kind of working at not stepping at the guy, stepping at the player. So we're just working off, we're not stepping. Really what we're trying to do is driving and catching and not stepping, because we want to keep our muscles engaged, our adductors engaged, and so we can go pressure to pressure and be on the insoles of our feet hit the ground, and we're going force to the ground, and we're not caught with our one foot off the ground very long. So this is the process that he's just working. Not everything's clean right in front of you, so he's working different angles and going on the insteps of his feet, keeping them moving. I'd like to hear his feet pounding into the ground, and he's just working on keeping his body stable. So I like this angle because you can see his elbows are disappearing when he is blocking. And you cannot see his elbows. That means his hands are tight, his elbows are tight, and so he's able to block the person. Yeah, there you go. In the last one, the last clip, you see his elbows. You can't see his elbows; they disappear when he's blocking.
Playing on the football team totally changed my mind about high school and has made my time at Kinke Kalike a really total success. In the last 3 years, I have benefited socially, academically, and even physically by playing football. I had never played football before high school. Training and playing any of the team sports with or without experience can be a life changer. It can improve a person's health, fitness, and even social life. I want to encourage everyone to join a team. Take advantage of the benefits that it gives you and have fun playing the sport. Thanks for watching my video, and please give me your thoughts and feedback on the following forms.